The Paradox, Women's History Fact of the Day, is dedicated to Assata Shakur, born Joanne Deborah Chesimard on July 16, 1947. She is a former member of the Black Liberation Army who was convicted in the first-degree murder of State Trooper Warner Forrester during a shootout on the New Jersey Turnpike in 1973. Shakur is wanted by the FBI, and there is a $2 million reward for her apprehension. Born in Flushing, Queens, she grew up in New York City and Wilmington, North Carolina. After she ran away from home several times, her aunt, who would later act as one of her lawyers, took her in. She became involved in political activism at Borough of Manhattan Community College and City College of New York. After graduation, she began using the name Assata Shakur and briefly joined the Black Panther Party. She then joined the BLA, a loosely knit offshoot of the Black Panthers, which was designed to provide social uplift, rebel against social injustices, and serve as a defense mechanism against the ongoing brutality from police organizations. Assata was charged with several crimes and was the subject of a multi-state manhunt. In May 1973, Shakur was arrested after being wounded in a shootout on the New Jersey Turnpike, where New Jersey State Trooper James Harper was wounded, New Jersey State Trooper Warner Forrester, and BLA member Zaid Malik Shakur were shot and killed. Between 1973 and 1977, Shakur was charged with murder, attempted murder, armed robbery, bank robbery, and kidnapping in relation to the shootout and 6 other incidents. She was acquitted of 3 of the charges, and 3 were dismissed. In 1977, she was convicted of the murder of State Trooper Forrester and of 7 other felonies related to the shootout. Her defense argued medical evidence suggested her innocence. While serving a life sentence for murder, she escaped from the Clinton Correctional Facility for Women in 1979. She resurfaced in Cuba in 1984, where she was granted political asylum. Shakur has lived in Cuba ever since, despite the U.S. government's efforts to have her returned. She has been on the FBI Most Wanted Terrorist list since 2013 as Joanne Deborah Chesimard, and was the first woman to be added to this list. In 1988, Assata Shakur wrote and published Assata, an autobiography in Cuba. The autobiography begins on May 2, 1973. Shakur recounts what happened in the aftermath of the shooting on the New Jersey Turnpike, her hospitalization, incarceration, pregnancy, and trial. She describes her early childhood growing up in Queens, New York with her mother, spending her summers in Wilmington, North Carolina with her grandparents, and the beginning of her radicalization to becoming a prominent Black power and human rights revolutionary.